Hey guys, welcome back. We're back here in House Flipper. This looks like a framed picture, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are in our second house here. We did the little closet last time, so I guess we'll just start in this room. We're gonna need some paint, some flooring, some wallpaper, some more wood, and then we got to remember the molding. Don't want to forget about that. And what did we have in mind here? Okay, that looks pretty darn doable. All right. So wait, which one is our floor? Oh, okay, this one goes on the ceiling. Oh, and they already have some up there, so we would know. All right. Love when they do that. That's actually really helpful. Okay, let's get this all... Oh, we ran out. We need to grab a tiny bit more. I can't see where my cursor is. There we go. And then this is going to be our floor. Okay, don't want to mess up the transition strip they already have there. Okay, it's going to go all the way to the end and across. Again, don't want to mess up that transition. I don't even know if that matters. Because it's the same direction and everything. All right, right there and right there. Okay, and then this is going to go all along the bottom. Okay, already had some there for us. That's cool. Not going to complain about that. And they've done behind this shelf. That's pretty handy. Let's shut the door so we can get behind that. Okay, and then over here, wallpaper all the way across. Don't want to mess this up. There we go. Is this side wallpaper as well? It is. Okay. Just checking. All right. Going to bring this all the way over. And right there. Okay. Now we just have to paint. And I believe it's just the two end walls. So that's not so bad. We'll go to right there. Be careful coming down. Grab some more paint just to be sure that we don't run out. Oh, we probably have to do this little nook where the closet is as well. That's fine. We can do it. Here we go. And right up here. Okay, so that's all of our surfaces done. So we can go ahead and sell these. And then I remembered the trim. That's going to go right there. And across there. And can't tell where the corner is, but I think we did it. Okay, that corner, this one, right there, right there, right there, and finally right across there. Okay, and is that all of them? It is. Okay. Now what are we looking at here? So the bed is going to go there. Should we put that down first? I don't see why not. So that's going to go right there with an end table on each side, I'm assuming. I didn't really consult with the picture there. And then I don't know what that's going to be yet. So just going to leave it right there. Okay, hanging chair over here. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. Can I bring that down? That feels pretty darn tall. There we go. Light. Just going to pop that in the middle. Okay, two lamps. One on each table. We'll kind of put them on the corners there by the plugs. Okay, that feels good. I like that. And then we've got a carpet and a TV. Carpet goes under the bed. All right, we'll try to get that centered. Okay, that feels pretty centered. All right, and the TV, we might have to move this just a smidge because it looks like the TV goes right at the end of the bed here. Okay, that's feeling good. I'm liking that. Okay. And then it's just unpacking a couple of things. I bet this is a curtain. Yep. Look at that. How do we get it in the center? Is that the center? Feels like that should be right. Okay. And then this one over here. What's in the way? Okay. Not sure what's in the way there, but that's fine. And one last curtain right here. Perfect. Okay, it says unpack boxes 3. Oh, I see now. There are 3 boxes to unpack. Okay, so that goes there. A book, a book, a book. That was it for there. That's definitely out of line. Okay. That's still out of line. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, that's better. And a fancy little vase right in the middle there. That looks so nice. And I think we've done it. So we can go ahead and sell this. And this bedroom is totally complete. And I actually really like it. So that's good stuff. What are we doing here? Okay, we've got some tiles. We've got some wood. Are the tiles on the wall? Are we painting as well? Where is the paint? Okay, here is the paint. Okay, I guess we will start with painting. That feels like our best option here, so we're just going to go ahead and paint. All right, and we'll go all the way across there, all the way down. There we go. We'll grab some more paint so we can make sure to get over here. Get around these windows. I don't know why I'm being so careful. It's like you can't really mess this up, but that's fine. And then it looks like this goes on the wall, right? Yeah, that feels right. And I actually like that a lot. That is a nice wall texture. Okay, let's get that up everywhere. Right across there. I'm assuming it's going to carry through to downstairs. It would be kind of strange if it didn't. So, gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, looks like we should do this as well. That's totally fine by me. Do we have enough? We do, actually. Okay. Now, what did I miss? Oh, the floor. I see. All right, let's get this floor taken care of. So that whole thing, this whole thing. Is it counting this as one big room? I think it is, actually. Is there a picture for down here? Or not? Is it on there? No. Okay. Oh, it's on the ceiling. Okay. Let's grab that. Pull that down here so we can see. So yeah, it's the same as upstairs. Okay, let's bring those materials on down. So that's going to be our walls. This is going to be our floor. And then this is going to be some of our walls. Okay, let's start with the paint because I want to get the back of these stairs done. All right, and then we'll go to right there. I feel like we're supposed to paint that. It's just not showing up correctly. So we are going to paint that. That's fine by me. Okay, let's get this whole wall. There we go. And then this wall is also going to be the green, which I am loving this green. Not a single complaint about this color choice. This house is very full of plants. And I'm in love with that. I'm assuming that's supposed to be this as well. Looks like it. They've done the edges in it, so I would assume. Okay, let's get right there. Where else? I think that's all of that. Let's get this floor down. Okay, don't want to mess up that transition if we can help it. Do want to get in that little corner and right there. Okay. So that's all of that done. Now we need to buy things, unpack things. I want to start here. Let's just start unpacking here. Okay, it's just the 2 here. All right, I was expecting more, but that's fine. That way it's not super duper overcrowded, and I'm fine with that. We've got a pretty little flower and a giant one of those. Okay, love that. Can I move this over? Can I put it somewhere less in my way? All right. We'll pop that in the corner. And this would probably look better in the corner, actually. So let's put that right there where you can see it better. And then this one will go in the corner. I think that looks nicer. All right, let's try to get this out of the way a little bit. Okay, one of those and one of those. That's fine. It's looking really good, actually. I really like this one. Let's get that hanging over the edge. And then that. Okay. And then where can we put this that it's not directly in the way? I want to put this on the end. Okay, can I grab something from here? I can. Okie doke. So let's put that there. And then maybe we can scoot this over a little bit. It was kind of being a little bit of a bare spot there. Okay, so how did we do? Oh, they want us to buy vines. I totally forgot about that. Okay. So this is going to go from there. I wish you could put it inside the wall, but it's just not about that life. Where is the trim going? Is that downstairs? Yes. Okay, so that goes along the floor down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was there 7? I think there was 7. Okay. So that's looking good. And then we want 4 of these. And it looks like we're supposed to do all 4 walls. So, oh gosh, that picture is directly in the way. Are we supposed to go around the windows? No, we're not. Okay, so we are going to put it right on the windows then. Okie doke, that looks amazing. I actually really, really love that. Let's put that one to there. Let's move this. Okay, so we can get our last one up here. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love this. And that is exactly what it looks like in the picture. So I think we did good. We can go ahead and sell that. And then we'll go downstairs. What does it want me to sell? Oh, the picture. I get it. I get it. Washing machine goes in there. Okay. That's fine. Vacuum cleaner, I think, went beside the washing machine. Yeah. All right, let's get that tucked in. Coat rack. Over here. That doesn't work. Oh, because these are supposed to go over the washing machine. I get it. Oh, gosh. They do not travel as a group, do they? This one does. Okay, so we can put that up there. This one does not travel as a group. Okay. It's fine. We can move them individually. That's not a problem. So we'll grab 1, 2. I just want to make sure they're lined up. See, that's not. There we go. 1, 2, a towel. We'll just stick that on top. I know it was under these, but I don't know how to do that without it looking funny. So get 2 more of these. That's perfect. Of course it didn't grab everything all at once. All right, let's get these in here. So this cleaner. I don't know if you would store this on top of a towel. Maybe if it's drippy. The sponge doesn't want to fit there. Oh my gosh, and look. Look, we need to change the size on this because we didn't get it all the way to the corner. Okay. How do I... Am I being dumb? How do I change this? That's not the button. That's not the button. Okay. Okay, let's just keep going then. This goes here somewhere. Right there. That looks good. Okay, where does the mirror go? I'm honestly not seeing it, so I think it goes right here. I could be wrong on that, but that feels like the correct choice. We've got some fishes. Again, I don't see where those go. Do you guys see? Oh, up on the shelf. Oh, autosave lag. All right, fish is right there. Welcome, Matt. Gonna put that this way around. Okay. A roller. Gonna go up here with the fishes. Guess it doesn't really matter if it goes beside the fish, but does the skateboard go up there as well? It does. Okay, that's kind of perfect, actually. I'm assuming the bag goes up here. Does the bag go up there? It does. And then the umbrella goes way up on the top. Okay, and that looks really good. All right, and then we got a couple of coats to hang up. Perfect. And then we can sell this. Okay, I'm liking this. This looks so nice. Oh my goodness. Where do we want to go next? We could go in here. We could go in here. I kind of want to go in here. I think it's going to be a bathroom, but I don't know. This house has been so cute. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to build something. Okay. I don't know if this is supposed to be solid, so we're going to make it be solid. Because, I don't know, that feels like the right thing to do. Okay, and then this is going to go all the way across. 1 and 2. Okay. And then did we have a paint? We do have a paint as well. Gonna paint this. Okie doke. Gonna paint the underside of this. Okie doke. And that is it for the painting. Okay, let's pull this picture down so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, white tile on the wall, green tile on the floor. Okay. That is pretty darn straightforward. Are we doing something different inside the shower? No, because it has a shower pan. Okay. So that goes there. And this goes here and there. And all across here, right there, right there. Is above the shower the same? It is. Just checking. Didn't want to mess it up. I'm assuming inside the shower is also white. Yes, it does appear to be. Just looks a little bit darker because that shower wall. You know when the glass in the shower is a little bit darker than clear? I was going to say than white, but you know, when it's a little bit cloudy instead of just straight see-through. So that makes sense. Where does the trim go? Along the bottom. All right, so we have 1, 2, and this one looked like it goes right to the shower, I think, right? Yeah, it looks like it. You can just see it right there. Okay, let's get this shower in. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that fits so well. Okay. And then we're going to have this be right here. Okay, followed by the sink, which we're going to put pretty close there. Okay, and then the hamper. Gonna go right next to everything right there. What else? Toilet's gonna go right here. Ooh, that's the wrong way around. Okay, so that's gonna go right there. Plant, I'm assuming goes in this pot. Didn't really check. Where are we missing a light? I think it's for inside the shower. I could absolutely be wrong, but I would want a light in there. So that's where we're going to put it. Mirror right over the sink. Okay, where does this radiator go? Okay, I see it now right here. Okie doke. Towel on the towel rack. 2 folded towels. Where did they put those? On this shelf. That's actually pretty darn perfect. I kind of like that a lot. All right. And then hairdresser or hair, you know what I mean. Blow dryer, hair stuff goes right there. Where does the rug go? Just in front of the sink, I think. That seems right. I mean, I can kind of see it right there. All right, and then a couple of storage things up here. I'm fine with that. Toothbrush. Toothbrush. Oh, autosave lag. Totally took out the plan there. All right, going to put those right next to each other. And the toothpaste. And the plunger. We're going to try to hide right there. That's perfect. Then we just have 3 boxes to unpack, one of which is a curtain. Perfect. Where are the other 2? Oh, right here. Okie doke. Kleenex box. That's important. Didn't mean to open that yet. Got to move it out of the way first. That and that. That turned out to be less centered than I thought it would. Let's go ahead and... Actually, that looks pretty darn centered, doesn't it? Okay, so that is this bathroom all done. And I think it looks pretty darn nice. I'm a pretty big fan of that. This is like my dream house. I love this. Now we're in... Is there a door here? No, it's just a doorway. Okay. So I'm assuming this is still going to be a kitchen. It does look that way. Okay. And then there's this whole downstairs situation. Is there a picture here? Or I guess I'm just making it up as I go. I guess you would put this over the door. That feels too tall. Let's pull that down a little bit. And a light switch for that. I don't know. Why not? That's actually pretty nice to have a separate entrance like that. Do we want to do this giant room? Hanging basket and plants. Okay. Don't know what this is going to be. Don't know what this is going to be. Let's start in here. Oh, this is just like a storage utility closet. That's fine. Let's start with that. 2 surfaces. Do we have a picture? We do not have a picture. Okay. Is there one like a grand master plan of the downstairs or something? Is there a picture in here? There is. Oh, it's going to be like a bar pool room. Okay. Okay, so no picture for in here, so let's wing it. I know this is going to be the floor because I think it was the floor somewhere else and I saw it. Where did I see it? I think I saw it, yeah, right there, and then it's also out there. Okay, and then brick for the walls, which I think looks pretty nice, actually. This is a very nice colored brick. I am totally cool with that. Okay, let's get that across there. This across here, all across there. And, oh gosh, this last wall here. All right, we can sell both of those. Probably could have kept both of those because we're going to use them again, but, you know, it's fine. Sometimes you don't think of everything, and it's okay. What is going to look centered on this? Probably right there. That feels pretty good. And then 2 of these. Is there a front and a back? There doesn't seem to be, so we're just going to put those right there. That feels good. Fuse box. I think that goes over here. Again, I'm just kind of making it up as we go, so maybe that's not right, but it's feeling a little cramped in here, okay? Not gonna lie, starting to feel a little cramped. Okay, so let's see what we can do about that. What if we put that over here? Okay. And then what if we put these over here? I say it's looking cramped like it's not a closet. But that does feel better, I think. 3 of these. Gonna just put these on the shelves. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just pop them in randomly. And then 1 of these. Okay, and that's this room all done. That's for this room. Okay. So there wasn't a picture for this room. Or I accidentally sold it. Really could go either way at this point. Let's work in here. Okay. Build. We're building things. Okay, so gonna build this. So glad I saw that. Gonna build this. Okay, what are we building here? Okay. I don't understand the point of that. It says there's one trash. Oh, it's a spider web. It also says I missed four. Four windows. Oh my gosh, I didn't clean any of these. Okay. Well, let's get these cleaned up then. 1, 2. Okay. 3. All right. And 4. Okie doke. That looks so much better. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, we have a lot of surfaces in here. Okay. We've got that. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. And we've got that, as well as paint. Okay, we're definitely going to have to refer to this. Maybe we should start with the paint. That feels like our easiest option, and it looks like it just goes along a stripe, so that's easy enough. I can do that. There we go. Right there. Right here. And then behind that whole shelf situation, we can do that. There we go. All the way down and over and up. Okay, that's all of the painting done. We're going to have that same parquet flooring. This is going to be our rug now, which is kind of genius to do rugs with carpet and trim like that. That's a really good idea. Okay, and then we're going to put this all around. Okay, and back there. We ran out. Let's grab some more. That is fine. Gonna go all the way along this wall. Right along there. Be sure not to mess up the rug we just made. Alright, right along there and right there. Now what are we doing for the walls? Just brick. Okay, where does the blue go then? Oh, that one's blue and that one's red. Okay. Let's do that. Not sure what that's supposed to represent, but I'm here for it. It adds a little bit of color in here. I don't know. It freaks my brain out when things aren't symmetrical, and that, like, completely makes it not symmetrical. So, I don't know. That's just my brain being the way that it is, which there's nothing wrong with. It's a little odd sometimes. Hang on. I was trying to check that this wall right there, it does look like it is just brick. Okay. Just checking, and that's fine that it is. What about up there? Yep, that is just brick as well. Okay, right across there, right across here, right across all of that. Down this, and then we've got to get the top half of this wall, and we ran out. We're probably going to have to buy more of this brick. I would be really surprised if we didn't, actually. Yeah, we're definitely going to run out. There we go. That's okay. We can buy... I clicked the wrong button. We can buy a new thing of brick right there and get all of this done. So just this little section left. I think this is such a cool idea to have downstairs in your basement. Just a nice little relaxing room to hang out and, you know, just have a decent time hanging out. Let's get the pool table in. I want to make sure it's centered. That's centered that way. Did it center it this way? Almost. Okay, so let's line it up. And then let's bring it over to there. That feels centered, doesn't it? Maybe not this way. It's really impossible to tell. I think it is centered though. Okay. Where are the lights going? We've got 2 of these little lights. Okay, on that shelf. Wait, are they on the wood part? Or the brick part? They're on the brick part. Okay, so let's put one right there. And one right there. Does that feel right? This one could probably come over a little bit. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Pool ball goes on the table. Pool triangle? What's it called? I don't know what it's called, guys. Pool thing. What is that called? Can I look it up? Pool triangle. Oh my gosh, it is actually called a pool triangle. Okay. Let's go back to quests. And what do we have here? So a couch on each side back there. All right, we can start with that. So a couch, and then a fancy shelf that I'm not seeing. So maybe it's in a storage thing. And then over here, we've got this, right? Yeah, that looks right. So that goes right there. And then this other speaker goes right there. It won't let me place it directly against it. Not sure what that's about, but that's fine. I need to move this so we can get the TV up. Okay, gonna put the TV, I don't know. I want you to be able to see it while you're playing pool, I guess. We'll put the remote there. Where does the gaming console go? Okay, on this table as well. Which way's the front? I would assume this way. Okay, and 2 controllers. We'll just put those there and there. 2 sideboards. What the heck am I doing with these? Under here. That actually looks really nice. I thought those were built-in things. Yeah, that looks lovely. My goodness. That is a really good idea. Where does this rhino go? Right in the middle. On the brick, Okay, 4 pool cues. Do these go on the wall or on the table? Oh, they go on the... Oh! This is the shelf for back here. Is that centered? Feels all right. That goes there, and then, oh my goodness, this is genius. So then I can do... looks like they go upside down every other one, so... Gonna roll with that. How many of these? There's one more. We'll put this one on the table just for symmetry's sake. Now, where do those pictures go? Okay. I'm seeing. So this goes here. And this goes here. Love that, actually. And then hanging plants on the wall, which are in this here, I believe. So let's get the plants in before we hang it, because that'll just be easier for everyone involved. Okay, there's only 3. That's fine. Let's scoot everything over. Put that in the middle. Scoot this over a little bit. Does that look weird? This feels like it should be over a little bit, and that feels like it should be over a little bit. And then that looks pretty darn good. Gonna center it. Okay, I love that, actually. And I believe that is it for down here. I think we did it. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is a really cute space. I like that. Should we do this hallway? Let's do this hallway. Gonna need some brick. Gonna need some wood. Gonna need some of this. Let's get this on the floor. That only makes sense. Okie doke. Just gonna bring this all the way along. This is definitely gonna be our ceiling. It doesn't tell us that, or I haven't seen a picture of that. There is a picture here. Yeah, that is definitely our ceiling. Okay. Perfect. And then brick walls. I can't tell what's the wall up that side there. I guess that's counted from the next room up. That's what it kind of seems like. Okay, well, let's get this all done. Right along there, right along here. All right, up there, down this. I'm assuming, what color are the stairs? The stairs are white. So should this be white or brick? Maybe this should be the white. Does it tell me it wants the white? Where do I get this white? Like, okay. So let's find the finish in the store. Oh, it's paint. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay. So let's paint this because we're going to paint these, and I think that would look nicer. I thought it was that white tile again. Remember how we did upstairs with the white tiles that looked like paint but weren't paint? Yeah, I thought it was going to be that again, and it was not. Okay, this makes much more sense. All right, gonna go across there. Let's grab some more paint, which apparently I already bought one of. Okay, so apparently I did see that there was paint, and I purchased it, and then immediately I forgot. So, please bear with me. That's how my brain is today, guys. It has been... It's been a couple of days of that, actually. And it's not really frustrating. It's just like... I have no short-term memory. Like, it's totally gone. And I don't know where it went. Okay, radiator's gonna go right here. That makes sense. And then, where am I looking? So if I'm looking at the stairs, it's like right here is gonna be this plant, I guess. Okay, yeah, I kind of actually like that there. And that is this whole room done. So we can sell that. This looks amazing. I love this. Let's head on up. What a funny door to have there. Okay, all we have left in this house is this one room, which I was going to end with just the basement, but we can do this. We can push through and get this one room done. This is doable. This is going to be our ceiling. And the only reason I was going to end early is because my short-term memory is gone. Like, I don't know where it went, guys. Do you guys ever have that happen, or is that just me? That has to happen to other people. Where, like, suddenly you can't remember anything about anything. Is this going to be the same floor, you think? It does look like it. Okay. So, let's carry this across. And right there, and there, and there. Okay, and then are all of the walls tile? Kind of looks that way. There's a little bit of paint at the top, and then what is over here gonna do? Okay, so that is gonna be painted. Did I buy the paint? I did. Look at me. I'm on top of things. I got this totally figured out. I'm not confused at all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let's go right across here. And then it looked like the underside of that was going to be painted as well. Does look that way. Okay, need to paint this little one wide thing right here. All the way across, and then paint this. Okay, that looks nice. And then we've got a one little stripe right there. Up there. Okay, that's all of the painting done. So now we just have to put this tile literally everywhere else. And that feels pretty doable, actually. All right, let's get there. Let's get here. Across right there. Across right there. Don't want to mess up the paint if we can help it. If it gets messed up, it's not the end of the world. We missed a whole spot of floor there. Okay, let's get this all the way across. And all the way across. We need to get here. I think that's a weird in-between rooms thing. right there, all the way across. We ran out. That's fine. We might have to buy more of this tile. Which is fine. We've got the budget for it, so why not? Okay, well, apparently we didn't need any more. So, that's fine. What are we doing here? Okay. Didn't mean to push that. So want me to buy the curtains, or are the curtains in a box? What are we doing with the trim? Trim goes along the bottom. Okay. So 1, 2, does it go along the whole bottom? It kind of looks like it. 3, and then I think that's a different room, so it should go right there. Okay, and then in here, looks like we're gonna have one piece of trim right here. Okay. I guess it wants us to do... What does it want us to do? Where does this last trim go? It kind of looks like it goes in front of the cabinets. Can I do that? Is that a thing? So if I sell that, like, where does this go? This goes in the corner. Okay. Like right there. Oh gosh, we need to, not what I'm trying to do. We need to make this longer. Okay, okay, so it looks like we can put the trim behind things. It wasn't originally... Is the trim gone? What happened? Okay, let's put this trim here. And this trim here. There we go. And that'll solve that problem. And then I think this goes... Gonna try to sneak in sideways. Yep, this goes next to that. But without a strange little gap. What's next? The sink. Okay, let's get that put in. I'm loving the green in here. And then the drawers. Okay, with the cooktop on top. Let's put that right in the middle. And then I'm assuming the fridge goes there. That looks super duper cute. I love that. Now what are we doing with the microwave? Over here. Okay. So let's pop the microwave right way round. Right there. Should it go on the end? I feel like that's fine. And then looks like this goes right there. That's fine. Where does the trash can go? Okay. Maybe it goes pot and flour. Does this show where the trash can goes? Not really. Can I fit it under here? That would be kind of cool. Wow, I did not know you could do that. Okay. So that mystery is solved. Rug right in the middle. Why isn't our cabinet door shut? Oh. Maybe it's because the trash can's sticking out. Okay. And then why is this cabinet door not shut? Okay, that was kind of odd. All right. Having a hard time fitting this between these. Okay, let's try again. Right there, feels good to me. And then curtains. All right, gonna go right there. Gonna go right there. Perfect. Love that. Okay, then we can sell that. And then what are we doing here? This goes right there. With the little plant. That's absolutely adorable. Where's this pineapple supposed to go? On the fruit bowl. In the fruit bowl. On top of the microwave. Can I do that? You can. Okay, did not know that. And then where do we want our little towel holder? Looks like it's on the side of the fridge. Maybe it's right here. That would be fine as well. We can hang the little towel right there. That is super duper cute. Okay, let's crouch down and get these boxes done here. That is a very large vase. Okay. Not something I would personally do in my house, but there's nothing wrong with it. So, to each their own. All right, this big pot right there. We have a big pot like that, and I never know where to keep it. It's kind of a nuisance, but like it's a really good pot. It makes rice super duper well, so like we can't get rid of it, you know? Okay, that's pretty darn cute. Let's move that over a little bit. Pot and flour. Let's get that opened up. I saw that it goes right here, but it was between rooms, so it probably was acting weird about that. Let's sell that. This room is completely done except for selling our picture right there. Okay, what are we buying in here? So we want a cabinet right over here. Where does But First Coffee go? Over here, right there. Okay. This can scoot over. These are our curtains. We can go ahead and put those up. Not a problem. So one right there. Oh, does that... Which one? Okay, this one does go here. That's cute. Okay. And then this is going to go right here as a little coffee bar, I think. Gonna just pop that right up there. Maybe we should put it on this end because we have to put the coffee maker somewhere, which we can fit right there. We can sell that. And then what's in here? Oh, the little mugs for the little thing. That's really cute. Did not know that was a thing. I love that, actually. Okay, let's get all these little mugs in here. I need to remember this. That is so cute. Goodness, that's adorable. All right, and then what? What are we buying? A couple of coffees. We'll put them this direction. Give you a couple of choices in the morning. Okay. Let's unpack these. These go in the corners? Yes. Okay, so a candle, a vase, which doesn't want to fit there, but we are going to force it to fit there. Candle and a little flower. That's cute. And then over here, we've got a radio. That's adorable. And then 2 chairs. Gonna put one, I don't know, like right there. And one right there. And look how cute that is. And we still have 4 boxes to unpack. Does that stay up there? It does. Okay, what is this? That's really cute. I keep forgetting we have these mushroom things. I need to remember that because they are just so darn cute. All right, little honey pot, little coffee pot, little tea pot. Oh my gosh, that is too cute. And a big old box. And don't know where this is supposed to go. Maybe the box goes further into the corner. Okay, and then this can go like right there. Sure, why not? What's in here? A pan. And a pan. That would be so convenient to have storage like that in your kitchen. My kitchen does not have that, and we just kind of end up shoving places wherever they... What is that supposed to be doing? We just kind of end up shoving things wherever they end up. Like, there's not a set place for a lot of things. What am I doing with this? What is this? Oh, it's a picture. And it goes right here. Look how cute that is. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh my goodness. Those are adorable. Could probably hang those a little further up. But that is super cute. I love that. Okay, and then we just got a couple more things. That could be scooted back just a hair. Couple more things to go up here. Is that going to be it? Of course not. We have a little jar. Okay, let's move this to there. And then the little jar can squeeze in right there on the end. And that is so stinking cute in here. I want to open these. Yeah, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. And that is the inside, the entire inside of the second house, all complete. We still have to do the porch and everything. But I'm pretty happy with how this is going. So the inside of that house is done. The inside of this house is done. We just need to do the porch and the inside of that house and then finish the outside stuff. And yeah, I'm really loving this job. And it is a much bigger job than I've ever felt comfortable with. So I'm having a really good time with this. This is totally out of my comfort zone. And I'm okay with it. This is strangely okay. So let me know what you guys think. And I hope you do have a really, really good rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.